What's the matter?
What a pity. Such a good car. Why?
I told you, Majeski, a practical joke, that's all.
Hey, you're not going to get me in trouble, are you?
Stop worrying, will you? Nothing like that. About finished?
Yeah. Ah, what a shame. Such a good car. Makes me feel sad.
Now, you won't have to worry about it.
Please let me explain. By mere Shane means that you're grand. By mere Shane.
Good evening, Leslie.
If you insist, Mr. Gunn.
You sound upset.
That is understatement in truly Herculean proportion.
Anything I can do?
Undoubtedly, you're on your way to see Miss Hart.
Undoubtedly.
And you won't mind taking her something.
A pleasure.
One man's opinion.
Only helps me tell you how grand you are. I try to explain.
Mr. Gunn?
So kiss me.
Leslie.
Lots of luck.
Shane, please let me explain. By mere Shane means that you're grand. By mere Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the greatest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I try to.
Easy, boy. Here, now, where do you want to sit, huh? How about over here? Easy. Here. It's going to be nice and warm here. Wrap you all up. Come on, boy. Huh? There you go. Steady now. How about a little milk, huh? I'll let you go for that. Here, boy. Look at that. Here. No, down here. There you go. Come on. Atta boy.
Isn't he the cutest thing you ever saw?
Second cutest.
Look, Pete, he likes me.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one.
There's nothing more darling in the whole world than a little puppy.
Me, I like girls.
Hi.
Hi. For a minute there, I thought I'd been shoved out of the kennel.
Guess where I found him?
Having a fast one at the bar?
Wandering around the check room.
Probably trying to get his quarter back.
The check room girl found him in a paper bag. Isn't that a terrible place to put a little puppy?
Edie, isn't there an ordinance against dogs in restaurants?
Well, you're the last person I'd ever expect to hear that from.
What did I say?
What do you want me to do, throw him out in the street?
Of course
You don't
not.
care what awful things might happen to him out there.
I
Oh,
care.
sure you care, you poor doggy.
Edie, your motherly instincts are showing.
Don't knock it. The male solution to every problem.
Don't knock it.
Pete.
What?
Please. Not in front of the puppy.
Thank you, Mrs. Freud.
Come in.
Mr. Gunn, from an old friend, an extremely worried old friend from his town.
Thanks, Leslie.
Baby. Puppy. Come see. Oh. That's a nice boy.
Honey.
Don't worry about me. I have company. If he gets too early, stop by. You can take him out for his walk. Come on. Oh.
That's got him a pendulum motion, Pete.
Yeah, well, it's been a little while.
Hit a few more of them. I want this to look like a lesson.
Whatever you say.
I don't know why. Stolen for time, I guess. Stupid. The club will know about it soon enough. Everyone will.
Then why not tell me?
You know a lieutenant named Jacoby?
Very well.
He came looking for me. Something about a hit-and-run accident last night, a few miles from the club. Man was killed. Jacoby wanted to see my car, so I took him to it. The fender was all banged in, lights smashed. Police lab took it away. Next trip, it'll be me.
Would you like to slow that down a little bit, Gil?
Look, my car's always in the parking area. Anybody could get at it.
You saying someone did?
It wasn't me. I was right here last night giving a lesson.
Then you've got an alibi.
No alibi. He was a new student, man I'd never seen before. Called himself Smith. Gave me a phony address.
That's quite a frame. Have you got any idea who would want to frame you, Gil?
The lieutenant wanted to know that. I couldn't tell him either. Pete, for a favor?
I'll give it a look.
You're nagging.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant. Usually you can smell a frame a mile away.
If this is one, there ought to be a Rembrandt in it. It's that good.
What, you mean to say that...
I mean to say we got a phone call. A man. He wants to remain anonymous. Palm Road is a nectar's paradise, and he was there pursuing that joyful avocation. So he saw the hit and run, and he managed to get the car's license number. The car is registered to Gil Manson, complete with smashed headlight. According to the lab preliminary, it could be the murder car.
Who's the dead man?
Janos Majeski. He owned a little garage a few miles from where he died.
Look, Lieutenant.
I know. Gil is an old friend and a very good golf teacher.
But?
It's early. I won't move until I get the final from the lab. But from here, it can go either way. A solid frame with Gil the patsy, or Gil actually did it.
Oh, it's got to be a frame. Gil's no hit and run.
Nobody ever is until the panic sets in.
No sale.
Try this. Gil has a very good job at a very swank country club. A thing like this could send it down the drain. And it wouldn't do too much for the marriage.
Marriage? What marriage?
Don't you keep up with the society pages?
I call it a lack in my nature. But what's the point?
Our golf pro is about to hit the jackpot. He's marrying Laura Barkley next week.
The Laura Barkley?
If there were two with that kind of money, we could balance the budget.
Thank you.
I can save you a trip. I've already spoken to her. She's all broken up, but she ain't backing away.
I like her already.
I have very few talents, but do make a fair martini, I'm told. At least, Gil likes the way I make them. Gil...
Can't this wait? Laura.
You should be resting. You're in no condition.
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
Laura, between the sedatives
Mark,
and that...
please, give us 5 minutes. A brother who cares. people who care. They're very few. You believe in Gil, don't you?
Who would want to frame Gil, Miss Barkley? Has to be someone.
One man, Mr. Gunn. Only one. And he's dead. My father. Does that shock you, Mr. Gunn? Do family skeletons embarrass you?
No. I've been exposed to them before.
Well, it looks like you still win, doesn't it, Father?
Miss Barkley.
Robert Barkley. In a word, strength. Piled up a shipping fortune. And then another, and then another. Until life was a sea of money. And nothing else. Not tenderness. Not love. Just one emotion all his life. Strength. No one ever said no to him. No one.
Then how does he still win, Miss Barkley?
I've been in love with Gil Manson for as long as I can remember. Classical pattern, Mr. Gunn. The rich man's daughter and the handsome, penniless caddy at the country club. You see, Father didn't approve of a wrong side of the tracks marriage, so there was none. And then Father passed away, and there weren't any barriers anymore. Till this. You did this. Somehow you reached out and did this.
Miss Barkley, surely you don't believe that.
Please excuse me.
Hey, where are you?
Up here.
I can't breathe. I can't stand these rooms.
Come on in, you get used to it.
I can't breathe, I tell you. I can't breathe.
Yeah, well, I'm having a little trouble breathing, too. Oh.
Let's talk a little more about that sparring partner of yours.
Just as soon forget about him.
He was a very big man, you said? With a slight limp.
Yeah, and hit hard. Very hard. You gloating?
Yeah, I'm comparing. Despite any ideas the captain may have on the subject, my office rarely dawdles.
Yeah. Well, comes election, I'll vote for you, but for right now...
I'd try this. Majeski, the hit-and-run victim, the garage owner.
What about him?
Yeah, a little while ago, I paid a call on his wife. The garage is one of those country affairs, living quarters in the back.
Yeah?
She remembered something very interesting.
Any time, Lieutenant.
I can't breathe, I tell you. I can't breathe.
I'm trying. Here.
Oh, thanks. That's better. Majeski kept the usual call sheet in his garage. You know, when he had to go out on a tow, any outside call, it would be on that sheet. He had no call last night. Nothing. He was working in the garage. Still, he was found dead 5 miles away from the garage.
That's got a little color.
Yeah, now add this. Earlier last night, he did leave the garage. Just a half hour to pick up a motor part. Now, while he was gone, a customer showed up. Said he'd be back later when Majeski was there.
And?
And that customer was a very big man who had a slight limp.
That makes him the busiest muscle in town.
You want to hit the mug books?
Oh, I haven't got time. You'd better go my route.
Oh, say hello to your friends.
It's important what they say to me.
Oh, thanks,
Geez, if I get to be 100, I'll never get the feel of it.
Yeah, well, maybe you're getting a little too much wrist action into your shot, Corky.
Oh, I'm getting too much of something. I couldn't hit the side of a barn.
I'm waiting.
For what?
For what? For what? For my two on a rascals. The easy. Hold the juice.
Speak English, will you? Speak English!
Why? You can't remember nothing. Have you got my number 3? No slow, easy on the float working?
Jeez. How do you figure it? You do a 12er on the inside, you come out and everything's changed. There's a whole new language. Everything's a hassle. Here comes!
Corky, this calm things down a little bit.
Depends on what you're buying.
Pro muscle, I think. Big guy. Walks with a slight limp.
Forget it, Pete.
Corky,
Pete, you're buying trouble.
just as long as it's got a name.
You want me to be known as the short order Benedict Arnold? This guy's murder.
Come on, Corky.
All right. 27 Glendon, apartment 5. And Pete, hope he ain't home. The name's Cal Weaver.
Cal Weaver. That doesn't ring any bells.
He's a freelance strong arm. Last I heard, he was working for the biggest gambler in town.
Johnny Wade?
You get it all.
Thanks, Corky.
Hey, Pete. Couple of pancakes? On the house.
I'll take a rain check.
Hey. One word. Just one!
Last time around, Gunn. Nice and plain, then? I don't know anything about a hit and run. I don't know anything about the people you're talking about. Are we finished?
Not quite.
Now, why do you want to pick on a small-time businessman?
I'm picking on a big-time gambler. This place is a front, and we both know it.
If it makes you happy to think so.
You want to deny that Cal Weaver ever worked for you?
No secret, I've used him on occasion. But that doesn't make me responsible for him or for whoever might have killed him. Good night.
For the moment.
That'll be fine, thank you. What are you building?
A box for Johnny Wade. You run one of the most successful floating games in town, and I know a lieutenant who's dying to nail you. I'm going to deliver you to him on a platter. I'll prefer charges that you hired Weaver to rough me up.
Oh, come on.
Figures. You run a society game. A lot of wealthy clients. They don't care how much money they lose. But once Lieutenant Jacoby ties you up with a hood like Weaver and the papers get a hold of it, goodbye, wealthy clients. You'll be back shooting crap in alleys.
Now, wait just a minute. Now, look, I've got no part of this. I don't even know what's going on. I swear I didn't kill Weaver. I didn't even hire him to rough you up.
Do you know the golf pro, Gil Manson?
No?
What about the Barkleys?
Not the sister.
The brother Mark. What about him?
Well, he's one of my clients. He likes the dice. He lost $60,000 last year. And the sister must be generous.
Would you care to straighten that out?
Yes. All the checks had her signature, not his.
I'll give you one thing. You get around of an evening.
Is that polite, or it doesn't mean anything?
I didn't say that.
Not in so many words.
Look, it's fine, but what does it do for us? Tells us the brother gambles. Name me one family who can better afford it.
It's a pretty good indication that Laura Barkley holds the purse strings.
No argument. How does that tie up to a phony hit and run? A murder? Somebody trying to hang a frame on Gil Manson?
Oh. Look, try it this way.
Jacoby. I see. Certainly. All right. I'll be there in a few minutes.
See you there. Would you care for a drive in the night air? And that's the truth, Miss Barkley. You're willing to sign a statement to that effect?
Yes, I'll sign. I drove that car. I killed that man.
Tell me about it. How did you do it? Why?
Well, I went to the club to see Gil, and he was busy giving a lesson. And, well, I had to wait, and I was restless. So I took his car and went for a drive. And that's when it happened, on the road.
Go on.
Well, suddenly the man was in front of me. There just wasn't time to stop. So I panicked and drove away.
Did you get out of the car at any time?
Yes, no, yes, yes, I did. And I saw him lying there, and it was so still. And that's why I became so frightened.
What did he look like? How old was he? 20, 80, what?
How old?
You looked. You must have seen something.
Well, I think it was about... Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Of course you don't. You weren't even there.
I did it. I did it.
It's a good try, Miss Barkley. Good try. Gil Manson's a lucky man. Tell you another thing. I think he's an innocent man.
You mean that? You buy Gil innocent?
Sure. Fat lot of good it does us. There's nobody else left that adds up. Back chasing our own tails.
Oh, we'll have some coffee for you fellows in a minute.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
It's my fault. Nothing wrong, is there, Lieutenant?
No, nothing. Not a thing. As a matter of fact, everything's fine. Just fine. At least it will be if you don't mind driving downtown with us.
What are you talking about?
A man by the name of Weaver was shot to death tonight. See, somebody had hired him to frame Gil Manson, then obviously killed him to keep him quiet. Whoever killed Weaver was smart, very smart, but also a little unlucky. Another tenant in the building got a good look at him as he left. That eyewitness is waiting downtown. Just what's he going to say when he sees you, Mr. Barkley?
He sees me?
And what's the lab going to say when the bullet in this gun matches the bullet that killed Weaver?
That's very simple.
Murder's a rough route for an amateur, Barkley.
What did you expect me to do? Nobody like that. A golf pro, a grown-up caddy marrying into the Barkleys. You don't understand. He'd have been head of the family, running it.
And he wouldn't have been quite as generous as Laura, would he? What would you have done for gambling money then, Barkley?
A caddy. And the Barkley money.
Get him out of here. Talk about stabs in the dark.
What stab? You said it yourself. There wasn't anyone else left.
Well, it's not that I'm not grateful, but it was 3 to 1. You could have been wrong.
Yeah, well, I had a better price than that going. I felt the gun when he bumped me.